Evening, guys. Hope you're all doing well. Got a pipe in front of me tonight. I thought you could potentially join me with. Smoking, for those interested, HU Sunset. Actually, this could be one for John Dale Piper. He mentioned the other day that he's a big fan of HU Haymaker, which is one of my favourites. And I was saying that HU Sunset, I would say, is closer in essence to Orlik Golden Slice in the sense that it's got some of the same characteristics that Haymaker has, but as you might be able to see through the jar, it's just a bit brighter. It's on the brighter side, a bit more citrusy. But again, just a great tobacco. So far, I've not had a bad blend from HU, which is good. Get lit. Yeah, that's partly because I only buy what I think I like, and what I mean by that is these days I try and buy tobacco that's focused around my palate and what I like in other blends. For the last 12, 16 months, I've barely smoked any like Kia, maybe 2 or 3 bowls here and there, to where essentially I just don't buy blends that have that in it. And same with aromatics, I very rarely smoke aromatics these days, so I just kind of avoid any blends that are heavily topped or cased, to where I've got quite a fine avenue, you could say, of tobacco components that I go for. Of course, I kind of predominantly smoke straight Virginias and Virginia Periques. That's what you see me smoke most. And then in there can be some Virginia Burleys, occasionally an Oriental blend. Again, not with like Kia, just Orientals with, say, some Perique Virginia. And again, very occasionally I will have some Kentucky, but for the most part, it's really just straight Virginia and Virginia Perique. Smoking well already. Pipe for tonight is on my own. It's my bent apple. It's a great smoker. Great size to the pipe too. Nice and lightweight, well balanced. If you can see, if I put back my rack, it's quite a bit smaller than my other pipes. I'm starting to gravitate towards smaller pipes, although at the same time, this pipe here is quite a large pipe. It feels nice in the hand, but I just kind of, if I'm in the workshop working especially, I prefer a smaller pipe. Finally got this area sorted. As you can see, I've got this kind of postcard put up permanently that kept falling down, so that's now a new position. And I've got one of my Jack Ryan Pipes stickers there. You should see a video, I'm hoping maybe Friday afternoon, Saturday morning. I'm going to do a video where it's essentially the Jack Ryan Pipes unboxing experience. I've got a few new things to start putting in the packages that I send out for the pipes. So that includes a new pipe sock, a new pipe certificate, and a few bits and bobs in the package to kind of just make the experience of buying one of my pipes and opening the package that bit more special. And I used to always stick these on the outside of the packages, but I've stopped doing that because it makes the parcel identifiable. It's Jack Ryan Pipes, it's got a pipe on it, it's clear what it is. So for that reason, I don't want to do that anymore. So I've stopped doing that on the exterior, but I must have another 25 or 30 of those. So I'm going to start including a sticker in each pipe parcel. Again, people collect them, people put them on their pipe area. For example, it'd be good to kind of put more pipe stickers in this area. As you can see on this side of the filming and smoking area, I've started to put a few tins up attached to the backboard that kind of splits up this area. Just makes the area a bit more kind of pipe themed, let's say. I knew from the outset of the pipe workshop renovations I wanted to have a dedicated area. It's nice and clean. It's dedicated for filming and pipe smoking, and that's it. And that's what I've been able to achieve so far with this area. Yeah, really good blend. If you're into your lighter Virginias and you can get a hold of it, HU Sunset is a really nice blend. So yeah, we are in the Pipe Week. I suppose we're about halfway through Pipe Week, slowly coming towards the end. I don't know when this will go out. Might be, I'll try and get it for Wednesday, but it might go out Thursday. Have to see on that one. But yeah, I'd just like to acknowledge and say a thank you to everyone who's nominated me as part of the Artisan Pipe Maker Awards. I see that I've got quite a few nominations, so yeah, really appreciate the support as always. I'm very thankful for the support I get across all aspects, but especially in the YTPC. I get a lot of praise, and I really do appreciate that. It's always great to hear. Of course, it's always good when a customer receives a pipe and you get their feedback. It was just the other day, I think it was yesterday, I got an email from a customer that purchased a pipe a couple weeks back, and he was thrilled with the pipe, very complimentary. That's always great to hear, kind of positive, good feedback, which you could build upon and really take on board. So yeah, it's really nice to kind of get that kind of support. And yeah, Pipe Week as a whole was a good week to kind of, I'm trying to think the word, it's a good week to kind of symbolise pipe smoking. It's something that in today's age is not done very often. At least in Scotland area, you see very few pipe smokers out and about. Occasionally you might see the odd one here or there. You see a lot more cigar smokers out and about, but even that, you don't see too much of that here anymore. So to kind of Pipe Week as a whole, to kind of represent and promote pipe smoking within the YTPC, I think it's a great thing. And so that should definitely be embraced. I also have really enjoyed all the pipe content in the last couple of months. At the start of the year, I was exceptionally busy, to where I fell behind a lot of the regulars that I watched, but the last couple of weeks I've really been able to get back into it full force, which is great. Some fantastic content. And lots of new channels too, which is a great thing. I'm starting to see a lot more people coming to the YTPC, not just from a presenter point of view, but from, I noticed, for example, on my live streams and on other people's live streams, people come around who have said they've kind of just came across the YTPC. It's a great community and they really enjoyed all the content, stuff like that. It's fantastic to hear. But also presenters. There's been quite a few new presenters last few weeks, which again is great to see. Not necessarily people that are new to the YTPC, they might have been within the YTPC in the background for a few years, but they've taken that step to become a presenter, which is again fantastic. It kind of just builds up this community, which of course we need to be careful with to a certain extent, because it's not, I can't see it being, unfortunately, too long until the YouTube big bosses, let's say, start to crack down. I would be surprised if anyone who posts content within the YTPC hasn't had at least one video taken down of theirs. But if I'm being honest, it's strange. There's not really any theme to it. What I mean by that is, for example, I think it was last week, I had a video that was restricted. It's one of my pipe videos where I document a pipe. I think it was pipe 84, let's say, which, given fact, my available that I've just finished up that will be available this Saturday, I believe that's pipe 127 or 128. So that's kind of 50 pipes or so back. And so it's surprising to see that get flagged. It must be, what, 4, 5, 6 months after it was made. But also it wasn't actually promoting any tobacco. Of course it's advertising a pipe, but it wasn't, I didn't talk about tobacco with that, whereas there's plenty of videos where I'm smoking tobacco, talking about pipes, cigars, tobacco, and they don't get flagged, where it's a bit weird. But I suppose, yeah, I'd be surprised if any presenter in YTPC hasn't had a video restricted at some point. To where that's why I try and embrace as much people's content as possible, because you don't know how long it will be around for, unfortunately. Hopefully, as long as possible. I'm sure it's quite pointless smoking this pipe because I can't keep it lit because I'm too busy talking, and when I go for a puff. So, I suppose that's the downside to lighting a pipe just as you start a video, because you don't have time for it to really, for the tobacco to settle down and to kind of get properly lit. But still, the flavours from this are fantastic, really, really good. As you can see, this pipe's still not finished. This is, I believe, you can see the little JR I used to do sometimes. I believe this is pipe 13 or pipe 12. Very heavily smoked, got a lot of use of this. Still do occasionally. Just I favour a few other pipes over this these days. But saying that, this is one of my best smokers for certain Virginia Periques. But as you can see, the stem's a bit scuffed. I've redone the stem because this was one of my very early pipes. So I've redone the stem, reworked it. Still got some shaping to do to it, but it's pretty much there. And now it's just about sand it up to high grit and give it a nice polish so it matches with the rest of the pipe. But yeah, I don't want to talk on for too much longer. I don't want to take up anyone's time that I don't have to. But yeah, just Pipe Week. I think it's a great thing. Everyone, I encourage you to tune in for the awards, I believe, are this Saturday. I can't say for sure what time they are, because of course it depends upon what time zone you're in. I'm led to believe if you're in the UK, it was around 11:30 at night, which means what, it must be about 5:30, 6:30 US time. But then again, that will depend upon where you're based in America. But yeah, I look forward to tuning in for that. Made sure I will hopefully be available. And yeah, just Pipe Week, all the videos that are coming out, fantastic to see. Really fantastic. I've been trying to put out a lot more content the last couple of weeks. I've been saying for a long time I've got so much filmed I just haven't put out. I need to get around to kind of just putting all the videos out that I've got filmed for the last couple of weeks. on my channel. But yeah, that being said, won't take up any more of people's time. Hopefully the sound quality is a little bit better. I'm trying to not talk too loud. That's I might sound a bit calm. I'm aware that this kind of chamber I've built might used to create a bit of an echo, but I've put up a lot of insulation that you can't see, soundproofing, all around this wall and the wall to your right, to where I think the sound's dampened down quite a bit. But because of that, I can't talk too loudly. Otherwise, it might be a bit overpowering for people that use headphones. But yeah, that being said, hope you all take care. You have a great rest of your week and weekend, depending upon when this comes out. Like I said, look out for, as always, Saturday's Available Pipe, which will be on the channel and on the website, and hopefully, if not Friday, then Saturday at some point, a video where I'll kind of do an unboxing experience of what it's like to unbox one of my pipes from a new perspective as I have updated my packaging. But yeah, that being said, take care all. Cheers.